Good morning, everyone. Another day getting ready for my lunch. So I'm gonna prepare some cavatini baked in the oven today. So I'm getting ready to do my own marinara sauce. So these are the ingredients that I will be needing: garlic, basil, crushed pepper, regular black pepper, salt, Italian seasoning, tomato paste, and onions and tomatoes. So for now, I'm going to start boiling the tomatoes so I can get them ready and put them in the blender. Okay, so I prepared the tomatoes. I already removed the core, and I have a pot of water already on the stove so it could start boiling. I will drop my tomatoes, cook them, and then cool them off, peel, and crush in the blender so we can get our marinara sauce ready. Okay, so the tomatoes are ready. They have been boiling and the skin is starting to peel off, so they are ready to be taken off the boiling water so we can get them to start cooling. So now my tomatoes have been peeled and they're inside the blender. I'm getting ready to blend them with a little bit of basil so I can start doing my marinara sauce. Okay, everyone, I have my pan here and I have my oil already warmed up. I'm getting ready to do my marinara sauce. I'm going to throw in the onion first. I have to saute and make sure it's caramelized so I can put the rest of the ingredients and get our sauce started. So yeah, let's caramelize the onion first. I did forget one item when I started my video. I also need 1 can of diced tomatoes. So it's very important to make sure you add that as well. So here is the onion getting sauteed. So let's get started. So my onions already it's been a few minutes and they already started to caramelize and change into a bit golden brown color. So this is what we are looking for so we can continue with the rest of the ingredients. Now I'm going to toss in my tablespoon of garlic. And we're going to saute for a couple of minutes, well, 1 minute at least, because you don't want the garlic to get burned, then it will taste a little bit bitter, so we don't want that to happen. So let's just give it a minute or so we can start to add the rest of the ingredients into the pan. Okay, so it's been a minute. I will be adding now my diced tomatoes, which I forgot to add that ingredient. That was the one I was talking about. So let's go ahead and add our diced tomatoes into the pan to start to cook them. It is very important that you let it cook nice and slowly so all the flavors can get mixed. So now I'm pouring the tomatoes that I blended and I cooked earlier so we can have a nice and thick and hearty sauce. So once I put those into the pan, I let them mix and start getting cooked so we can start with the rest of the ingredients. So at this point you can continue to add the rest of the ingredients. Remember, I had the salt, the Italian seasoning, the crushed pepper, the regular black pepper, and the oregano. So we're adding those in as we speak. So let's get them in there so all those flavors can start with a boil. Once they're in there, let me mix them. Then we have to let it simmer for maybe an hour or so all those flavors can incorporate and the marinara sauce can come together. So those spices are in, and it's looking good. Now I'm gonna add my spoon of the tomato paste, and that's gonna give it a thicker to get a little bit thicker, and to get a little more red color. So now here comes our basil. We need our basil in there as well, so all this can start cooking together and we get those flavors in there. So let's break this tomato paste so it can start doing its work and getting a great red color and get chunkier. So let's get cooking for about an hour so all those ingredients can mix together. Hello everyone, I'm back. So it's been an hour since my marinara sauce has been simmering. It smells delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and do a small taste to make sure all the flavors have been incorporated and that everything is looking good. It's nice and chunky the way I like it. Let me go ahead and give this taste. It's very good. It's a little spicy for my tasting. I did change the dry pepper brand, so I'm assuming that that's why it's a little bit more spicier. So you can be the judge how spicy you want it. Maybe you can put less of the dry peppers, but it's delicious and it's already done. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off, take it off the stove so I can start with the rest of the ingredients to work on my cavitini. Okay, so now in a new pan, I am cooking 1 pound of ground beef and half a pound of Italian sausage. I'm gonna go ahead and break it in and get it ready so I can start making my meat sauce and add the marinara sauce. So my meat sauce is already browned, and the last minute I added some mushrooms. My husband came into the kitchen and he said, I want mushrooms. So I went ahead and added some mushrooms at the last minute. So it's now browned and I'm getting ready to toss in the marinara sauce. So here you have it, everyone. This is my meaty marinara sauce. It's nice and chunky, lots of meat and Italian sausage, mushrooms. So I'm gonna take it off the stove, get ready to do my pasta so I can start the baking process in the oven. So here you go, everyone. I have my boiling water with salt and I am dropping my pasta. I'm gonna get it ready to cook. I don't like al dente pasta and I don't like overcooked pasta. I just need to get it right so I can also include the minutes of the baking process. So I'm going to do about 10 minutes, 12 minutes at the most. So it's been already 12 minutes and the pasta is ready. I'm going to go ahead and drain it, put it in my baking dish, and then add the rest of the ingredients so I can start baking. So my pasta and the meat sauce are in the baking sheet. As you can see, one side has more sauce than the other one. I like it very little. I like to taste my pasta. And the other side, my husband loves meat sauce. So it's full of meat sauce. I'm going to put the Kraft 5 cheese Italian cheese on the top. And then I'm going to bake it for about 20 minutes. And there you have it, everyone. My cavitini pasta is out of the oven. It's nice and baked. The cheese is nice and crispy around as I like it. And I'm getting ready to plate so we can have a great lunch.